Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The morning began like any other episode of Live with Kelly and Mark. The lights shimmered across the studio. The audience cheered with its usual caffeinated enthusiasm, and Kelly Ripa, dressed in a sleek black and white polka dot dress, flashed her familiar megawatt smile. Mark Consuelos, sharp in a tailored navy suit, looked ready to charm, as always. But what started as a breezy conversation about the couple's weekend quickly derailed into something hilariously unplanned, thanks to Mark's decision to go down memory lane and bring up a topic that has always hovered on the edges of Live but rarely crosses into actual discussion: Kelly Ripa's exes. And that was the moment the audience got the dramatic, unscripted gem they hadn't seen coming. The setup, a harmless chat, turns dangerous. The pair had been chatting about first dates, sparked by a producer's question about an article making the rounds online. The story discussed how couples reveal their most awkward dating experiences. Kelly began by playfully recalling the time she accidentally spilled red wine down her dress during a teenage date. "Oh, it was a disaster," she said, clutching her stomach from laughter. "I thought I looked so sophisticated, but I ended up with what looked like a crime scene across my lap." Mark laughed, leaning on his elbow. "You? Embarrassing? I don't buy it." "I bet he thought it was adorable." The audience chuckled. Kelly shook her head, brushing the memory away, until Mark casually slid in the bombshell. "Was that the guy? You know, the one before me?" Mark teased, raising an eyebrow mischievously. The room shifted. Kelly froze, her eyes narrowing with that familiar expression she reserves for when Mark goes off script. Kelly throws up her hand. "Excuse me?" Kelly exclaimed, shooting him a glare sharp enough to cut through the studio lights. She immediately flung her hand up toward him, palm facing forward like a stop sign. "Shut it," she snapped with comedic precision, her voice a mixture of mock irritation and genuine warning. The audience howled, sensing the tension was playful, but only just. Mark, of course, leaned back with that devilish grin that suggests he knows he's poking the bear, but can't resist anyway. "I mean," he backpedaled, holding up his hands, "I'm just saying, you've had a couple of, what should we call them, practice rounds before you got the championship belt." The audience erupted again, some gasping, others clapping, while Kelly's jaw dropped. "Oh no, you did not just compare me to a boxing prize." Kelly shot back, shaking her head. Kelly's X-Files are off limits. This wasn't the first time Mark had playfully wandered into forbidden territory. Fans of the couple know their on-air banter often flirts with edgy, real-life relationship moments. Still, Kelly has long kept her pre-Mark romantic life tucked away. "Mark, you're out here talking about my ex-boyfriends as if this is the X-Files," Kelly quipped, tugging dramatically at her dress sleeve. "Nobody wants to hear about them. Least of all me." She pointed at him, wagging her finger like a schoolteacher scolding a rowdy student. "And let me remind you, mister, those guys are irrelevant. I are irrelevant." She chopped each syllable with her hand for emphasis. Mark, sensing he was in deep but unwilling to let the comedy gold slip away, leaned toward the audience. "I mean, don't you want to know who she dated? Just a little?" "I do." The crowd roared with laughter, egging him on. Kelly, however, kept her hand firmly in the air, palm forward. "Nope. Not happening," she fired back. "Hand up means zip it." Audience gets a show. The live studio audience couldn't get enough. Every time Kelly shouted "shut it" and threw up her hand, Mark would start laughing harder, nearly doubling over his chair. One fan in the front row was visibly wiping away tears from laughing so hard, while another could be heard shouting, "Don't do it, Mark." Kelly's sharp one-liners came rapid fire. "Do you see what I deal with?" she asked the audience, throwing her arms wide. "This man thinks Liv is his personal confessional booth." Mark shrugged, still grinning. "I just like giving the people what they want." Kelly instantly shot back. "No one wants that. They want recipes, celebrity gossip, a good trivia question, not a rundown of who I went to prom with." The audience clapped and cheered, clearly entertained by the unscripted marital spat. Mark tries to save face. Realizing he had stirred a pot that Kelly wasn't letting him out of, Mark attempted to soften the blow. He reached over and grabbed her hand, lowering it gently. Okay, he said, his voice playful but warm. Let me be clear. Whoever those guys were, they're the warm-up act. I got the headliner. The crowd awed, and Kelly, despite herself, cracked a reluctant smile. She rolled her eyes dramatically before turning back to the camera. Classic move, ladies and gentlemen. He makes a mess, then he tries to charm his way out of it. Don't fall for it. But her laugh betrayed her, and Mark gave the audience a victorious wink. Why the moment resonated. Part of what makes Liv so appealing is the unfiltered nature of Kelly and Mark's dynamic. Unlike scripted banter, their real marriage spills onto the stage in ways that feel authentic and relatable. Many couples watching from home could instantly identify with the "don't you dare bring up my ex" boundary Kelly drew with laser precision. The incident also highlighted how Kelly Ripa has mastered the art of on-air recovery. By snapping, "Shut it," and throwing up her hand, she not only reined in her husband, but turned what could have been an awkward silence into an uproarious television moment. After the show, social media buzz. As soon as the clip hit social media, fans flooded the comments. Kelly's hand going up like she's calling order in court. I'm screaming face with tears of joy. Mark, my dude, you're brave to bring up her exes on live TV. Kelly shutting him down is couple goals. This is why I watch every morning. Memes began circulating almost immediately, with one showing Kelly mid-hand raise, captioned, "When your husband starts oversharing in public." The final word. By the end of the episode, Kelly had firmly closed the exes chapter. As the credits rolled, she looked straight at the camera with her signature smirk. Let this be a lesson to everyone at home. If your husband tries to bring up your ex-boyfriends on national television, you raise your hand, say "shut it," and move right along. Trust me, it works. Mark chimed in, laughing, or you marry a guy who can take a hint eventually. Kelly shot him one last playful glare, the hand halfway up again, sending the audience into another round of laughter before the feed cut. What could have been a moment of uncomfortable oversharing turned into another iconic live exchange. Kelly Ripa didn't just shut Mark down. She owned the stage, reaffirmed her boundaries, and reminded fans exactly why her chemistry with her husband keeps them glued to their screens every morning.